Welcome to the Points Diva channel. I'm Crystal, aka the Points Diva, and I'm all about taking my family along with my viewers to the edges of the world, all on points and miles. In this video, I'll show you how we traveled from the Maldives to Washington, D.C. on Qatar Qsuites, all on miles. Continue watching to see how much we paid and hit the like and subscribe button. So we are currently in Doha, Qatar, and we flew from the Maldives. And that was actually a very quick flight, 4-hour flight from there to here, so it wasn't bad at all. Steve booked an airport hotel at the Hyatt. However, we were told we couldn't leave the airport because we didn't have proper documentation. We've done this before and didn't need much, so I don't know what happened. So just make sure you research that if you decide to do a tour of the city or want to go spend the night at an airport hotel that's off-site. Just make sure that you have all the required information. But we are in this gorgeous lounge. I'm not going to do a full review because you can check out my other Qatar video here where I go into full detail of this amazing lounge. We've been to this lounge many times and we just discovered some things. Take a look. The business class lounge offers a private parents' room for babies and a kids' playroom for teenagers. This is a secret area that we just found out about. Y'all, we've been to this lounge at least 2 or 3 times and we are just now finding out about this. So the way to find it is it's in a restaurant and you have to come all the way to the back, and they have a parents' room as well as a game room. So let me show you what they have in the parents' room. So just like a little area for the little kiddos. Atlas has been loving this. Not much, but it literally has kept him busy for like 30 minutes to an hour. And you probably didn't even notice these 2 secret doors. Can I just say Qatar is the bomb.com. So you have a refrigerator. Actually, we probably should have been keeping our milk in here. Just thought about it. You have a microwave if you need to warm anything up. And there is a little crib in here. And chairs, so you know, if you really want, if your baby can only sleep in a crib, this would be great for them, and you can just relax as well, take a little nap. And they offer a baby care kit. So the way to get it is you have to take your boarding pass to the reception area. So once you do that, they will provide you with a baby kit. Qatar, you the bomb. Another area we found were living room pods. Each pod had a sofa and chair and TV that showed departure flights. You can't reserve this area, but you can normally find an available pod. It was perfect for the few hours we had in the lounge to get some sleep. The lounge also offers showers. You have to make a reservation, and there is normally a wait for this. I just had an amazing shower in the lounge. I feel absolutely refreshed. Highly recommend if you have a long layover and then a long flight. Our next flight back to DC is 14 hours. So that should help me sleep. And I think I may bathe Atlas as well. That may help him sleep as well. So the overall lounge is massive. Depending on the time, it can get pretty crowded. There were 2 restaurants, a luggage storage room, smoker's room, and sleeping pods. You'll get fed well and get plenty of rest if you decide to stay here and not explore the city. After about 8 hours, it was time to finally board our flight. We're on the Qatar A350 Qsuites flight, and this flight is absolutely amazing. This is probably our favorite business class seat that there is. And the best part is this had a divider. We push this down, and this is where Mr. AP is going to sit and rest. So once we're ready to take our nap, because this is a 14-hour flight to DC, they'll make up our bed, put some padding down and some linen, put a little divider here so he'll be comfortable, and then we can knock out. So you really don't even need a bassinet seat for this flight. So we're super excited. High five. Oh. They served some delicious pre-departure smoothies before takeoff. Then our breakfast order was taken. Mr. O ordered a fruit platter and I ordered an omelet, sausage, potatoes, and spinach. It was absolutely delicious. It was cooked well and flavorful. If you wanted to order multiple dishes, go right ahead. So another great thing about Qatar is they provide pajamas and men's and ladies. They look the same, they just have different So how many parents can relate? Your child is comfortably sleeping on one side of the bed and your partner is just comfortable as can be. After a few hours of sleep, we decided to order lunch. I had the salmon, shrimp, and black rice. For dessert, I had this vanilla cake that was, so good. I really wanted to order a second one. Thank you, Qatar Airways and the crew for another amazing flight. We cannot wait to try the first class seats next. Now, let's discuss how much we spent. Mr. O used 70,000 American Airline miles from one of his American Airline credit cards, and I used 85,000 miles from my Alaska Airline credit card. And we were able to use these different credit card offers to fly on the same flight with Qatar Airways. For Atlas's ticket, we paid 10% of the adult fare through American Airlines. So this was $649. Alaska Airlines didn't have infant tickets, so the only option was to book through American Airlines. So all in, y'all, we paid $1,008 for our taxes as well as Atlas's ticket. So everyone asked, how in the world do we travel with a baby? And I will be the first to say it is not easy, but it is very well possible. So something that we did for this particular flight is we made sure Atlas was as comfortable as possible. So you'll notice throughout the video he had a really comfortable cozy onesie on, as well as his blanket. So whatever comfort your child needs or loves, I highly recommend, because this flight was like 14 hours. And we also were in the lounge for a very long time, and we were expecting to actually be in a hotel, so I highly recommend to pack in your carry-on luggage any levels of comfort that your child may need, and then also bringing their favorite snacks or food. So he tends to be a picky eater, and the airlines actually do have, a good amount of food options for kids, but he really wasn't feeling it. So highly recommend to just bring your own little snacks so your child can, still eat and then get a good night's rest. Now let's discuss my ratings for this flight. For food, I have to give it a 5. The food was flavorful, you had plenty of options, and the best thing about it was, some airlines you can only strictly eat whenever they're serving, but with Qatar, you can pretty much dine on demand, so whatever you want, whenever you want it. For seat comfort, I have to give it a 3, unfortunately, which is average, it's not bad. The seats were a little hard. The good thing though, they had really nice plush bedding, but if you are flying with a toddler or a baby, it will get pretty tight. For overall value, I give it a 5. This is probably the best price that you can pay for the level of service that you receive in the lounge as well as in flight. It can easily compete with other airline first class flights. For amenity kit, I'll give it a 5. Not a lot of airlines, even first class, sometimes they don't even offer pajamas. So this was a really nice perk, especially for a 14-hour flight. And the his and hers amenity kits were actually really nice as well. So overall, I give this flight like a 4.5. So you really can't beat the level of service that you receive, like I was stating before, as well as paying the mileage price. If you have the American Airline miles, it's only 70,000 points. So I would highly recommend. It's like we don't mind flying this flight over and over and over. However, we are trying to save our miles now to fly the first class flight, but that is currently only on that London to Doha route, but we will make it one day. The disadvantage of trying to fly Qatar is there aren't a lot of credit cards that will allow you to fly this airline. So if you have like the Chase with the ultimate reward points, if you have an American Express card, the Capital One card, you cannot transfer those miles and points over to Qatar or American Airlines. So that's probably the only disadvantage about flying this. You have to make sure you have like those Alaska miles or the American Airline miles. So I did leave some referral links in the comment section below. The great thing though is American Airlines, they have multiple credit card offers, personal as well as business. So you can definitely rack up up on those. Alaska only has one personal card and one business card, but you can get all that information in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching this Qatar flight review. Please hit that like and subscribe button. I appreciate you guys because I have now gotten to a little over 1,000, and y'all, this has been a work in process, a labor of love, so I appreciate every one of you guys. The next video should be the Alila, Maldives. That property was super dope. We used some Hyatt points to get there. It's brand spanking new, so you guys are going to absolutely love that video. Thanks for watching.